Don't watch that. Watch this. This is the heavy, heavy monster sound.
Good evening, GI, and welcome back to the Haberdashery show. Boys, coming to you sort of live-ish from from our own houses at the moment until the Haberdashery room is joined by my buddy and my pal, GI. How are you, mate?
How many introductions do you want to give me? You introduced
How many
me at
do
the
you
start,
want?
then you went into the second part, then you went to a third part. How many introductions do you want?
You deserve as many
Seriously.
as you get. You deserve as many as we
True.
can give you. GI, why one?
True.
Why? Where's the rule? There are no rules. You can get as many as you want.
Is that an ISO celebration?
It is an ISO celebration. Well, as you know,
That's the new word.
we do things differently now because of ISO. It's changed so much. So much,
It
GI.
has.
Like birthdays.
But your birthday?
Well, everyone's birthday, you know, when they pop up on Facebook, you get the thing, happy. So I've been purposely putting happy ISO birthday, just so they remember. So when
Well,
they
that's
get
the
this
word of the
memory-
21st, the 2020, isn't it? ISO.
ISO, I know. It means, so much more.
ISO good.
I so good, I not so good.
ISO lucky. How you so lucky for?
And how you been? How's the week been for you, mate? You all right?
It's very Groundhog-ish day, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Things really haven't changed that much. I started in March and still continued on, what are we now? I don't even know what date it is. What is it?
I just wanted to know how your
September?
week went since the last podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, sorry. That was the question you
I
asked
want
me,
a
wasn't it?
summary of your life and what happened. I know that already. You don't have to tell me because I live the same life, so there's no point.
No, you don't. How do you live the same lives?
How do I live the same life?
Yeah.
What did I
you're the
do any
chosen
different?
child.
What did I do any different from last? I'm the chosen child.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Well, compared to your brothers and everyone else in your family, you're the chosen child. You are the golden child.
In my
You always
family,
have been and always will be.
if you look at my family, right, there's the chosen ones, then there's black sheep, right? I'm the black sheep in the black sheep. I'm ostracized over here, all on my own, right? I'm the black sheep.
Oh, you're very hard done by. How aren't you? Absolutely hard done by. You are the absolutely chosen one.
Oh, bullshit.
Bullshit. You are. You're the person. You are the first person that everyone goes to. Everyone stands around and says, "I want to be like Frank."
Why? Because I
That's
say
what they say.
what's on my mind and I sugarcoat it and let it out.
That's just everybody wants to be with Frank. Everybody wants to know Frank. Everybody wants to touch Frank. Everyone wants to be Frank.
Highly, highly unlikely. You're doing that
It's
just to razz me up now, and I know you. I know you. That's all you're doing.
I'm serious.
But it's not like GI,
I said,
because when
all
I
our-
see people, it's like, how's GI going? Have you seen GI? What's GI up to now? GI's funny. What's he doing?
That's a sympathy vote for me. Not for anything else.
Anyway, just retracting a little bit,
Oh yeah, that's right. Go back.
are we allowed to say black sheep?
Well, yeah, good point, actually. I don't know. Has that been taken off or scrubbed off the English language?
I don't know. That just came to mind then. Are we even allowed to say sheep?
Yeah, well, no, sheep you're allowed to say, because of course you're allowed to say sheep.
Well, there may be
That's an
vegans
option.
and animal-friendly people out there that don't want to be a sheep to be ostracised and labelled as though they're, put to the side.
You know what I
and
always
stuff.
say?
No.
The only good sheep is on your plate.
You know what's really popular at the moment, and I still don't get, right, because this gets at me. And I'm all for the vegan and the movement of vegetarian. I honestly
I don't get
have nothing
vegan.
against-
I don't understand vegan.
But
I don't get vegan.
the question is, right? It's your choice not to eat meat. By all means, that's fine. You're missing out. But why do they have meat flavoured things? Does that make sense?
Well, I suppose they need to know what the taste is like.
I think they know what the taste is like. They've tasted it before. They weren't brought up as a vegan. I'll rephrase. Not many people were brought up as vegan children, babies, into adulthood. They've made a conscious choice a bit later on, which, again, is fine, right? I would love to question and query a vegan, just to ask that. But I suppose, again, it's just I don't think you're allowed to. You're not allowed to. You can't query a vegan.
No. I don't think you're allowed to dispute. It's the same. It's the same as being a priest. It's the same as being a counsellor. All the same. You can't dispute. You can't argue with them.
Speaking of which, right? Council elections are coming up soon, aren't they?
Council elections.
They are.
Yes.
And the only reason I know this is because we're getting ridiculous bits of mail in the letterbox about who to vote for, what this person's done good, what they haven't done good. We're getting fridge magnets. Also, are you getting all that?
No, actually, I was expecting a car from one of my local councillors, at least. Who's going to vote for him.
A car.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know actually a few people that are running, don't we?
Yeah.
We've got Oscar.
Oscar, well, he's a current sitting councillor, so he's been around the business. Yieldits, he's been around for quite a while, actually, hasn't he?
Good friend of the show, yes. And of course, Dr. Rock.
Well, Darren
has put his hat in the ring.
Yes, he has. He's jumped on board, I think, was it the Northwest Ward? Anyway, just a local in Moreland. Sorry for those out in Moreland.
And another one is Michael Gallas. You might not know Michael because he was Dad's chauffeur.
Oh, really?
When Dad was sick. And he's thrown his hat, the next school teacher, he's thrown his hat in the ring for the Moreland Moonee Valley Council.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so a very popular man actually around the Essendon area. Well, Michael, and good luck to him. I hope he sits on the council.
Did you? Yeah, good luck to everyone. I hope, especially all the guys we know. I hope they get in.
Moonee Valley's the best that money can buy.
Depends which council. Here's something that pissed me off though with the councils, and it's a change that's going to happen possibly in Moreland, in our area, Gio. Now, I know we spoke.
You're getting pissed off.
We spoke at length last week about bins, right? And it was brought to our attention by a few comments on the Facebook page and personal comments. Well, but this is something that is going to get on my goat. And no offence to goats.
Don't let it get. No.
But
yes,
apparently they're changing the pickup cycle for bins. So it's not going to be weekly anymore. It's going to be fortnightly.
Well, don't tell me that.
Well, who am I?
Are they making the big?
Hang on.
Are they making the bins bigger?
No.
They're going to be the same size.
Same size bins, but we may get one or two extras. So they may have a bin just for glass, recyclable glass, and maybe cardboard or something else and plastics.
A cardboard bin.
But what about the rubbish? Just your general rubbish. It is going to stink to high heavens during the summer.
For every fortnight. I mean, so if you're going to have a garbage bin, you're going to have a glass bin, you're going to have a cardboard bin, you're going to have a paper bin, you're going to have a plastics bin. Mate, where have you been?
Where you really been? But picture, they're going to be bins out the whole week, especially when you see all those units. You know, where there's like 24 units in townhouses, and it lines the whole street of bins. That's just going to be there all week. Just nothing but bins.
I reckon we should line our bins up in protest.
And you can't even sneak it into your neighbour, can you?
No.
How often do you do that? How often do you, if you're pushing down and it doesn't fit into your bin, do you go next door and go, open it up, close it?
Never.
Never?
Never. I've never thrown my garbage in someone else's bin. That's almost like sleeping with your neighbour's wife. You can't do things like that.
I think there's a distinct difference.
No,
everyone does it.
That's sacrilege. No, that's sacrilege. You can't do things like that.
Why? Do you inspect your bin in the mornings? Do you inspect it to go, someone's put some of their stuff in here?
Yeah. Of course I do. I go out and have a look at it. It's like when you get those 3 metre skips.
Yeah,
Before you even throw any rubbish. Before you throw any rubbish in there, there's already a pram, television, wardrobes, a car.
Your neighbours will fill that up before you do.
Yeah, they do. They do. That's what I'm saying. And that's wrong. And that's where I don't believe that you should be filling in someone else's bins. No, that's totally wrong. Actually, that should be a fine.
What if you've got an agreement with your neighbour?
Oh, agreement with your neighbour. Never.
Why?
There's no neighbour. I don't see a neighbour. See? Golden child. It's only because it's you that you would force that agreement onto somebody.
I don't force it. They don't know I do it.
Yes,
but
you
I'm
do.
sort of saying,
Yes, you
what
do.
if you had that agreement? Like, I got to go across the road sometimes to dump it in there. So if you see anyone wandering the streets with just handfuls of garbage, it's probably me just looking for an empty space.
You're not homeless. You're just looking to dump it in someone else's bin. It's a good point, actually. No, but I don't like that. I don't like the fact that if someone uses my bin for their rubbish, if they ask me, I might allow that to happen.
I don't mind that. Go for it.
It's not right.
Now, let's talk about lockdown. I want to talk about lockdown, right, for a specific reason. Because, like I say, it has changed a lot of things that we do. A lot of things that we do. Yes. But, and I know, especially in your circumstance, it has as well, because people are changing the way they do things in the house, like watching TV, watching movies. Because I think TV's sort of fallen away a bit. I think even Foxtel's fallen away a bit. But back me up on this. Is it true Netflix is given a good hard run?
Yes, very much so. So much so that we've actually got 4 platforms now.
Really?
Yeah, we've exhausted Netflix and gone through all their television shows and movies and things like that, and we've moved from Netflix to Stan. We've gone to now Prime, Amazon.
Yeah.
And now the 4th one has been Pornhub. I'm giving that a good run.
Okay. All right. So which is your preferred?
Sorry?
Which is your preferred service?
Take your choice. So
Foxtel.
At the moment, Foxtel's not bad. So, but have you seen some of the shows that are on actually like Netflix and Foxtel, like the HBO shows and things like that? Game of Thrones.
Are they good?
Don't tell me you never watched it.
This is going to sound crap, right?
Don't tell me you've never watched it.
And I think we may be one of the 7 households on the face of the earth that haven't actually watched it. Is that bad?
You have not watched Game of Thrones?
No.
Are you serious?
Yep. Can you believe that?
I'm shocked and horrid at the same time. and you go throw your rubbish in someone else's bin.
Imagine if I watched Game of Thrones.
You'd be sleeping with it.
Yeah, no. So I missed.
Really?
I haven't watched one episode. I've seen some bits and pieces. I don't know. We never had Netflix for a start.
But it was on Foxtel.
I think I was on Foxtel for a bit too, but I didn't just never got into
it.
It
was a bit. It was 8 seasons or 7 seasons of
on Foxtel.
Foxtel. What do you mean for a bit?
I thought it was on Netflix. No, I never watched it. Never. I know my wife Anita hasn't watched it either.
So when people send you Game of Thrones memes and things like that, to you it means nothing.
Nothing.
So when I wrote in your card, thank you, Khaleesi, that meant nothing to you.
No, I thought you were talking about a car. The Holden Khaleesi, isn't that a car? I thought it was.
I'm dumbfounded. Seriously, I thought you were a learned man, a worldly man.
We're talking about it.
You've just shocked me.
Science fiction TV show.
It's not science fiction. It's fantasy.
Fantasy, science fiction, same, mate. You stir the bucket, still smells of shit. What? It's no different.
It's got nothing to do with that. Seriously, I'm shocked. I'm really dumbfounded.
By all accounts, I've heard it's pretty good, but I've just no. Haven't been.
It's a
one
bit
to
late
follow.
now.
Is it over? Did someone die?
She
in
dies. She dies.
It? Who? Oh, is it? There's a white princess, very pale looking.
Yes. Yeah. Called the Ice Walker.
The Ice Walker. Oh, good name.
He's got 3 dragons. Larry, Mo, and Curly.
Dragon Slogbonovich, Dragon Milicevic, and Dragon Smith, I think, wasn't it? No, never watched it.
All the other bitches.
Never watched it.
I'm shocked.
Well, what about this thing I saw on? I think it's coming on Netflix, or there is a documentary, Harry and Meghan. Right, there's going to be a full-on doco, fly on the walls,
the Royals
around. There, the former.
Former Royals.
The ginger, formerly known as Prince, yeah.
That's what he is. He's known as a symbol now.
Do you think,
He's known as a symbol now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
just a symbol, yeah.
Harry,
yeah. Just a ginger colour. Do you reckon that he regrets pulling the pin on the Royals?
Look at it. It'd have to hurt the back pocket, and it'd have to hurt the notoriety as well. I mean, because did you say that the documentary? What's that? When Harry met Meghan? Is that the documentary?
Yes.
I'm having what she's having. No money.
No attention. No money.
No attention.
I reckon.
Have you heard? Just on that as well, while we're talking about that, have you heard that she lost a court case?
I didn't know she was in a court case. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was in a defamation court case in London.
Oh, okay.
She took the paparazzi to court.
Oh, okay.
And do you believe it? The paparazzi have won. So she has to release.
Losing all around.
Oh, I tell you what, at this point in time, 2020 hasn't been a good year for everyone and me.
Including them. Well, I reckon Harry sits alone sometimes in his little 2-bedroom flat thinking, I don't know, I got to go out and mow the lawn and stuff, and I never had to do that before, and I sort of miss those guys.
I reckon he's actually flicking through his old black book. Nancy. Mary. I should have stopped at Mary. I went too far. I went to Meghan.
Yeah. You reckon it's listed alphabetically?
Oh, yeah. And stars. He'd he'd have pound symbols on it.
Look, you're an expert on the Royals, because I know deep down you're a monarch.
Export or expert?
Is there a time? Are you giving them like a time period? Do you think there's a due date? Do you reckon maybe?
I'm not a monarchist. I'm not. I'm actually a Republicanist.
Yeah. Don't be.
I've always been a Republican.
Don't shy away from your true
heart. No. I'm not a big Queen person. I don't mind Freddie Mercury, but that's as far as I go.
Is there an expiration date for them? Are they going to pull the pin? Are they going to say,
no,
and he's going to go back to England? You don't reckon?
Look, the Royals have got a place in England for the rest of their lives, and the kids' lives, and their kids' lives.
Of course, they're the royal family.
They're not going anywhere.
No.
Oh, you're talking about Harry and Meghan.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about
Harry
Prince
and
Charles.
Meghan. No, Charles and Camilla. They again, he'll only last a couple of years as king. You reckon?
Yeah. No, he's not. I'm telling you, he won't be a king.
Oh, yes.
It'll go straight to William.
No way. There's no
William,
way Camilla
William
would let him
is
do
the
that.
man.
No way.
I'm telling you, there was a deal made with the Royals. Charles could have Camilla if he gave up the throne.
Oh.
He said he'd do that at Ascot if she won.
She won the third race, I think. She had good odds.
She won the third. Yeah. Charles was on her. He had $50 on the nose.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the next
limited.
ruler of the monarchy will be William.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. I really would, but I don't know. I don't think that's the case.
So what happens to Kate? I mean, Kate, does she actually become the queen then?
No.
Because if he's the king,
Yep.
there's Kate Middleton. Is it Middleton? No, she's Windsor now, isn't she? Kate Windsor.
She's a Windsor. Yeah.
Yeah. Does she end up being the queen?
No.
No, she's just his consort
Lady. I think is she still lady or princess? I'm not lady or
of the night.
prince. No, princess because
She's a princess. Can't be. If he's married to the king, you can't be a princess.
Yeah. Of course you can.
It should be a lady in waiting.
Oh, well, Elizabeth is married to, what is it, Philip? Yeah, that's Prince Philip, isn't it? Not Philip. What's his name? Yeah, Philip.
Yeah,
Who's
Philip.
the old guy?
Is he Prince? I don't know. We're talking to the wrong person. I'm not a monarchist. I have no idea.
Edward's the one in trouble. Yeah, no, Philip's the dad. Yeah. That's right. Edward.
Yeah, you're right. Edward. That's right. There's another one. Edward. We forgot all about Edward, haven't we?
No.
Wasn't there another one again?
The FBI haven't. I can tell you that.
Wasn't there another one again?
No,
Andrew.
Andrew, yeah. That's the one we just said.
Andrew's the one.
Andrew's the one in trouble.
Edward.
Ed. Oh, Andrew, yeah. There's Andrew as well. Yeah, Edward. Yeah. I don't know. I said they're all into bread. You don't even know who's brother and sister there anymore.
Well, you go back. Actually, the family tree tells you that.
Yeah.
Apparently, they married each other's cousins. It's normal in royalty.
Oh yeah.
So, but Edward. There was an Edward, wasn't there? There's an Edward and there's an Andrew and there's a Charles.
Yes, and Margaret.
Is this?
No, Anne's a sister. Margaret's
Yeah,
another. Yeah.
Who's Margaret?
She's one of the kids as well, isn't she? Princess Margaret. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It
She
doesn't even
was a
matter.
sister.
We don't hold on to prime ministers long enough to see out their term. Who knows? They're going
It's worse
strong.
than
It doesn't
the
matter.
Italian politics.
It doesn't matter. I'll tell you what, the Queen's doing all right. She's getting along pretty good. Isn't she?
Which Queen?
Elizabeth? The one that's on all our
the
coins
English
and
Queen.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, she's still kicking. Actually, it's just amazing.
Yeah, she was on a horse. I saw her riding a pony or something the other day.
Oh no, that was a picture saying that all her ponies died.
Ah, was it?
Yeah, 5 of her favourite ponies apparently ate poisonous grass. Four of her 5 ponies ate poisonous grass and all died.
She gets pretty attached to them apparently. Apparently one of them was lying on the ground. She said, "Why the long face?" She said.
That's shocking.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
No,
but you're right. She is doing very well. I have to give her that. For someone her age, it's amazing when you don't live in an old people's home that you can actually survive to 90. That's the difference that it makes.
True. Yeah.
But actually, but the COVID numbers have gone down again.
Yeah.
So we're actually doing really well. Regional Victoria is doing very well. They've got none.
Yep, they're going well.
So who knows? We might be allowed out of quarantine very shortly.
No chance. He won't back down on his stage. He won't. He's going to go the full hog. He's going to make sure that there are 0 cases for 2 weeks or so before he says,
"Okay, he's got a point though.
Go about stuff."
Hasn't he?
Yeah, look, a lot of people are getting on board.
Agree?
They can't stand him. They're saying he's getting paid off by the Chinese because he's building 5G towers while everyone sleeps and stuff, and ridiculous things. Like we spoke about spit theories last time. It's just so stupid. The man is doing a good job, all right? It may not be what everyone wants, but I think part of that is he's sticking to his guns and he's doing it that way.
He is sticking to his guns. I have to give him that much.
And I think that's also
he's actually looking for a couple of security guards as well. So.
But I think that's also because he knows he's stuffed up with the hotel in quarantine and the Black Lives Matter protest. Now they're saying, things didn't, there were no community transmissions doing that, but everything shot up. He doesn't want to go back to it. Are you saying that
he should have stopped it or he shouldn't have stopped it?
Should have. Yep.
Made
a mistake with that. Like you said, protest all you want after it. Protest to your heart's content. I'm gonna organise a protest about protesting after. All right.
I actually thought that I thought you were talking about Donald Trump. about these Black Lives Matter.
Nah, don't worry about Donald Trump. What about it? What about the? I know you're into this, and you watched the debate, GI.
Oh, what a classic that was! Absolutely brilliant.
They were going at it hammer and they are worse than you and I.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I think you said it appropriately today when you called them the two old men from the Muppets.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what they were today. It was just, you're an idiot. No, you are. No, you are. No, you are. No, you are.
What do you
time
know?
10.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I can't
It was
believe
amazing. It was just
not
a
just
train wreck
grown
waiting to
men,
happen.
not just grown men, but old men going at it like that. They call each other idiots.
Seriously. Trump had a go at his family. He had his son, at Biden's son, saying that he was a corrupt soldier, and yet he's a decorated soldier.
He's only got dishonourably discharged. He's a drug addict. He was calling him. Whoa.
He's got briberies and everything, you know. And on the other hand, Biden was asked the question, why are you not accepting the fact that if you get the vaccine will be released and you're going to get it out? And your vice president said that it doesn't work because it's not a real vaccine, and yet it's come from the scientists. It was just an absolute train wreck.
Really childish. It was great to watch. Great to watch.
Oh, but the problem is, though, if they're the only two that you're going to choose from
Yeah.
to run America, if I was Americans, I'd be getting him to Canada, even to Brazil. I reckon Brazil's a more stable country than what they are at the moment.
Yeah, they
Colombia,
go to Mexico. Pull down that wall. Actually, leave the wall up. Don't let them in. Go to Mexico.
The Mexicans are actually going to pay to have the wall built. That's how bad it's getting over there. It's ridiculous. They are becoming the laughing stock of the South American countries.
It's very, very true. But do you think... I don't know if it's just because if it's happened in COVID and during the lockdown, you see more of it and you see the way he's reacting and how idiotic some of the comments he makes are. I think it's beautiful. I love listening to him talk. But it's just like, did you really say that? Did you really mean what you just said? Because he said it with conviction. You mean it.
But he always
You're
does.
an idiot. I love it.
Doesn't matter what he says. Even if it's a joke or if it's something babblish, he always says it with conviction. Because he always thinks, he's always said it. If you say it with conviction, people will believe you. It doesn't matter what I say.
That's right. I heard some.
I'm
some
a woman
ridiculous,
and I like men.
I heard some. Heard some ridiculous figures today that he paid $450 in tax over I think 5 years or something. Right, that's all he paid in income. $450. No, this is Monsieur Trump, but he spent 50 grand over a 10-week period while he was doing the Apprentice on his hair. Now,
That's a soft spot with you, isn't
I
it?
ask you this, GI. Was that money wasn't even well spent? And
amazing
the
what you can do with
$450,
carpet.
what was that for? H&R bloody block to do his tax or something?
It's a soft spot with you, isn't it, about hair at the moment? We shouldn't be talking about that.
No, I'm still hanging for a haircut.
I can see that your hair is a bit messy in the screen.
I sort of
at the moment,
straightened her out a bit. So actually, somebody commented during the week on the page saying, "Oh, you've really let that beard grow during ISO," and I think, I see, but it comes and goes, doesn't it? I think you've.
I had to
trimmed yours.
shave mine last week.
Yeah.
I had ISO beard last week where I had, I think I must have had like herpes, simplex or something.
Yeah.
So I had to shave it off and get it cleared up with a couple of antibacterial shots.
But the thing is, with the mask, you don't know. You don't realise. It's just, because I got it on all day, it doesn't really matter.
But that's how I got it. I think the mask was rubbing on my beard.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's the thing that really that got to me. I wasn't happy. And then I'm going to try and grow it back again. And now it's got you got to get through that stage of the itchiness.
No, I never get itchy. I don't get that itchy. I got another topic for you.
Why? What are you, something special that you don't get?
I just don't pay attention to it and let it grow. It's just a beard, mate. It was get itchy. I got my beard's itchy. Don't grow it.
Chosen child. Eh?
In fact,
Everything
GI,
works out for Frank.
In fact, when we had our radio show, when we had the Haberdashery show at
Keep that down. Keep that
FM,
down. On the down one.
we had a couple of segments on there, and one of them was "What's My Gripe?" Okay,
You had a gripe, yes.
each week you and I would share, we'd bring up a gripe, and we'd blurt it on air and so on. But I reckon we should start that up again. What do you think?
Oh, okay.
Like
I'm
for
happy
next
to
week.
give a gripe. Did you want to start now? That's just purely what we do, isn't it? That's what the whole show's about, isn't it? It's just a pure
It's
gripe.
us getting shit off our chest and go, yeah. And hopefully someone goes, yeah, actually,
that's
I
just pure
agree
what
with
it is.
that. I agree with that.
All right, we'll do something like that. I'm happy to do something like that.
But what we'll
you
do
want to
is
ask
actually,
the people
Yeah,
if there's anyone out there?
yeah. I think we should ask our haberdasherers if they have a gripe, post it on Facebook or Instagram so we can talk about it on the following week's show. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So
I've
actually,
got
I was actually thinking that if this show really works out the way I hope it does,
Yeah.
that we could actually start to introduce the Church of the Five Stars as well at the same time.
Yes.
Run parallel.
That eventually will come in. Yep, and that's an open
Definitely need. I
discussion.
think I need a religious side to my life at the moment.
Well, here's a gripe. I've got a gripe. Can I do one? Now,
Okay.
the radio show we said we had going, it was going for 6-7 years, GI, correct?
Yep.
We only did 2 shows out of those 6-7 years because we got kicked off and, whatever. No. But we had a few segments on there, and one of them was a segment called Dead or Alive. Now,
Oh, classic. We love that one. That was
we had the music. We even had music for it. It was the Bon Jovi. I wanna dead or alive. Where what we do is
Careful.
You and I, that won't give it. You and I would pick 3 names and test each other
Yes.
to see if that person was dead or alive. Now,
Correct. Yeah.
in recent times, on a local Melbourne-based national radio program on Nova.
Hang on.
Gee,
You went from local to national.
Well, it's
in one
local as in
sentence.
Melbourne. Yeah, it's a Melbourne show, but
okay.
produced locally, but national sort of thing, Nova. They've brought this segment to life, GI. Now,
Did we get royalties?
they use exactly the same music. I know it may not be a stretch, but it's exactly the same bit of music that we would cut out. I reckon we've been ripped off.
Did we get royalties for that?
We got sweet gutsies for that. We've been ripped. Now,
I've heard that.
yeah,
I've heard that. That's on the radio station.
Nova. That's what I said.
Yeah, Nova. That's it.
I'm calling him out. I'm calling out bloody Sam Pang and Jonathan Brown and Chrissy.
Swanson.
They've ripped us off. Oh, we got the proof.
Yes.
That's my gripe, Gio. That's my gripe.
That's a good gripe, actually. It's a fair gripe because we initiated that segment, and it's been taken off us because we had to vacate the radio
The show. For whatever reasons, it doesn't matter.
for whatever reasons.
Inconsequential. But yeah.
Inconsequential. So, and this radio station's taken over from our segment, and without even thank you very much to Haberdashery Boys for introducing this to us.
Yeah. At least say this is where we got it from.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to say that. Their producer probably heard it and said,
and
"I've got something for you."
yeah. Oh, I was quite peed about it, GI. Not happy.
You shouldn't be that paid.
So I don't know whether we should do any segments. We do a segment and it's going to show up on Triple M next week or... No, stuff it. No more segments. We're not doing segments.
Is Triple N still going?
I don't know. I think so. Do you find this funny as well? How so much has changed, not just during ISO, but just with the introduction of like a medium like this, right? Mm-hmm. How many people still actually listen to the radio? And I know a lot of young people don't. Do any of your kids listen to the radio?
No.
No, none of mine do. I know that as a fact.
No, it's in the car. I listen to the radio.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's only because you can't have a TV or Netflix in there.
Yeah, well, I can if I want to. That's not, I can't. But I just think it'd be a tad distracting watching television while you're driving.
I've seen
watching
you
Game
drive.
of Thrones and all of a sudden.
I've seen you drive. It
You
wouldn't
go-
hurt.
It's probably true too. hey, when it comes to driving, you're the last person that should be talking.
Come on. What are you,
Seriously.
what are you talking about?
There have been many situations where I can definitely. There are a lot of people that could just turn around and be standing in line and say, "Yeah, last person you should be speaking about
I
driving."
become a bloody good driver.
Yeah, right. You're a great driver.
Even though you took some points for me last
Correct. That's exactly right. I took some. Yes.
because you were driving my car. That was why.
That's what it was. I was driving your car.
But kids don't listen to radio, do they?
No, they don't. They do the YouTubes or their
Podcasting, and all the other mediums. And that's fine. That's just the way the world changes. But here is another thing the kids don't do. And please back me up on this. Do your kids answer the door?
No.
Oh, what is with that?
Or they don't answer the phone.
Do
you still have a house phone?
I was going there next. Do your kids answer the landline, the phone that rings at home that just goes ring, ring, not plays some random music from some 1990 disco band or some club song that's thumping for you never know. This thing rings in the house and people just looking around. What is that? What's it sound? Do your kids answer the landline?
No. If I ring, because they don't answer their mobiles either, and if I ring them to get them to answer, I let it go to message bank, get the answering machine to answer, and then say, "Max, can you pick up the phone?" then he might pick it up.
But they've got
door,
mobiles.
The door is the one that gets me.
The door, yeah. No.
Everybody hears the doorbell, and yet no one gets up to go get it. The only person that goes up, or the only one that gets up to go to get it, is Belle, the dog.
Belle, the dog, yeah.
Yeah, she gets all excited because someone's ringing the doorbell. No one else wants to get up and get it.
Same here. The dog's downstairs at the moment. If I knock on the wall, you'll hear her barking because she thinks someone's at the door. She's the only one.
Yeah.
What is
She's the only one that gets excited.
Why? What is that? Why? I don't get it.
Oh, it's the youth of today. It's the me culture. It's the I'm not going to do that.
Someone else will do it.
Do that.
It's not my door. I don't want to I'm going to get anxiety if I answer the door and see what's on the other side. Yet they're the ones ordering all these bloody Uber Eats and packages coming from the other side of southern Washington and stuff, and Wish and
That's right.
Banggood and everything else, at the Alibaba and everything else that they order. They won't go answer the door. I don't get it.
No. They won't, and no answering the door, no answering. And if you tell them, I'll go across the road and get some, no, I don't want to go.
There we go.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to go there.
No,
I can't do that.
But
Can you go next door and ask to see if they're all right? No, I don't want to do that.
The worrying thing that I see about it is it's coming back on us a bit, on parents, because I'll pose this to you. The last time you dropped off one of your kids at a party, at a house or whatever, obviously,
pre-COVID,
2010, when, before all this started, when you went to pick them up, did you bother going to the door or do you just SMS them?
I SMS them.
See, we don't do that anymore. This is coming back to us. We're starting to take on these habits.
Don't put this crap on me.
But is it true? Do you do this? Because I do it.
Yeah, of course I do.
And then when they don't answer, you do the angry text. Not that it transposes into anger, because you go, hurry up and get here. They don't see that. The capitals are not. They don't see it.
Yeah, you do it in uppercase. When you're angry, you do it in uppercase. So hurry up.
Yeah.
But I don't have to. I usually, the text I get is I'm ready to go and they're waiting outside for me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't have to worry about.
But again, you don't go to the door. You don't. Yeah,
I don't have to because they're already there, and it's only just my daughter. My son hasn't gone to any parties I don't think that he's started to go to parties as yet.
No.
I don't think he's going to, the way we're going.
No.
I think I was going to organise a prom for him at home.
A prom? For his own prom?
Yeah. He could take his mother out. Sarah's going to do the DJing. I was going to do security.
Kath was going to come with the food and stuff, yeah?
That's his date.
Oh, that's the date. Well, she'll have to double up.
Oh, well, she can
have to double
she
up.
can double
She's
up.
going to do the food.
Yeah. She's going to double up. So, and then we're going to get cardboard cutouts to make out the crowd and everything like that. So, we already sorted this out because I'm sure that we're still going to be locked down in isolation for the next 2 or 3 years.
Well, don't you almost feel sorry for VCE students this year, but you feel wrapped for the parents because they're not going on any sort of schoolies.
True.
Where are they going? What are they going to do?
Well, it's only Victorians though. Everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, but if you leave Victoria, you got to quarantine for 14. They won't be going anywhere.
Well, they'll probably head down. They'll be in a state type of thing. They'll probably head down to Lawn, Rye, a couple of places down there. Your house.
Yeah, where'd you go for schoolies? Oh, we went to Queensland. Oh, I went to Bali. Where'd you go? Craigieburn. Yeah.
Northcote.
And because the pools were open. That's the only thing that was open. I couldn't even get any one-on-one trainer, had to go to the pools, yeah.
But it has been hard for the kids at schools. I mean, I feel for the students. I don't know if I feel for the teachers.
Teachers have got it made. What are you talking
about? I'm a bit over it. I have sympathy now for teachers because of this homeschooling. So I gather that. But I just feel that, they've had it easy for such a long time. And now this COVID situation has just made it just so easy for them. On for 5 minutes, bang, see you later. Thanks very much. And they get school holidays on top of it.
Well, yeah. Well, like we said last week, what's the difference between homeschooling and school holidays? Nothing. What are they doing? They're putting in submitting work rather than and not submitting work.
65 grand.
65
that I
grand.
should be getting.
Oh, yeah.
That I should be getting. Listen, I know we've been sort of dodging the bullet and everything like that, but we have to discuss the one news article that everyone has had on their forebrains, at the front of their heads. Forebrains.
Forebrains?
Yeah.
This is going to be good.
But we have to discuss it because, I mean, everyone else seems to have talked about it. And I was just really got me. The Vietnamese condom factory that used the recycled used condoms. Did you hear that story?
Yes.
Now, that's been on everybody's... I was going to say tongues, but I can't. Can't say that. Can't say that either. But 34,000 used condoms. I mean, what did they do? Hang out at Melbourne River?
Where did you get them? Where do you get used condoms? What car parks are they going to find these used condoms?
Where do you find? I mean,
so just
I get it.
Explain the story. Explain the story, Gio.
Well, apparently a factory owner is allegedly committed buying used condoms, washing them, and packaging them again as new condoms. But so the question would be, number one, if someone's already used them, wouldn't they be stretched? They wouldn't be. You'd have to worry about size after that, wouldn't you, as well?
Hi, Mum.
Or does it come...
Mum, I got a part-time job. Oh, yeah? Where's that, son? Well, I'm working at a factory. Oh, yeah, what do you do there? Well, we get these condoms and we wash them out and then repack them. That's nice.
That's what I'm saying. Well, every condom.
Hopefully next year you move up. Hopefully next year you move up to spew bags, son. You'll be good.
I'm just astonished. I understand that we're in a world of recycling and getting making sure we use it to the nth degree, and I'm sure it's like a plastic bag. It probably doesn't disintegrate or something like that after 20-odd years. But
Where I
gotta
want
draw
to
the line
know,
somewhere.
1, where did he get the idea? 2, where are they collecting these bags? And 3, who is buying them? Do they have to put that on the pack? Second-hand condom?
I suppose it depends on whose second hands it is. If it's probably a movie star or something like that,
Well,
there'd probably be people that.
Do we deem it second hand?
Like a Chris Hemsworth or something like that, and people, that'd be a Hemsworthy kind of. You'd spew if you got Liam though.
Yes.
But
how do they even wash them? What do they do? Are they hanging them out on little clotheslines afterwards and just drip? What are they doing? They get little bottle brushes and this one's clean. What are they? How are they doing this?
Amazing. You think that you've heard and seen everything, but then all of a sudden these articles come up and you think, my goodness, the world hasn't really changed. Or actually, it hasn't really changed.
Well, yeah, maybe who knows how long they've been doing it. But the upside on that is you would think,
upside?
Well, not many people would be buying and using them at the moment, would you? Because of isolation and stuff. They certainly can't. They'll be able to transport.
Probably be using it more. You don't want to have an accident.
Well,
you're at a certain age now. You don't want to be getting that.
You have to be in a bubble. Oh, yuck. Imagine doing that. Shit.
But it's true though. I mean, how do you package it again though? Is it like cigarette packaging or something like that? You put, every 5 you get one for free or something.
I
was amazed. Look, that to me was an article that really popped up, and I've heard it on news articles around the place. And a lot of shows have actually spoken about it, and I thought that was something that. Again, as you said, how does somebody come up with the idea and say, I'm going to go around collecting all the used ones? But I mean, what if they're damaged? How do you know?
Oh, they must do some sort of tester. Maybe it's like South Australia. You get a 5-cent refund or something if you hand one in.
Do you have to put the triangle on the condom? Recycled?
Recycle.
I was amazed. Oh, truly amazed. I didn't. If there's one thing that I thought recycle would be that.
The way they could get around it is just put a tested tick on it. Truly tested and returned, passed by, and put someone's name on there.
Quality control. Put this on. Give this a try.
How many times could you do that on it? Oh, no. Yeah, it's astounding.
I'm amazed. I truly am amazed. Something like that, I just never thought in my lifetime that I'd ever hear that people would be recycling. You can recycle tons of things.
Well, if they're recycling that, if they're recycling condom, what else could they possibly recycle?
Well, the biggest joke always used to be toilet paper. Well, you're not that far off it now.
Well, and we know how rare that was at the beginning.
Yes, exactly. And people, you could have actually washed it out, hung it on the line.
Yeah.
You could have done something simpler, sanitary pads, if you want to go down that path.
I reckon we leave it at that. I reckon we just stop right there and leave it at that.
Glad wrap. Why can't you recycle Glad wrap?
You know how hard it is to unravel that? And stretch it.
It's crap.
I struggle with it now. Have you ever tried putting that on the bowl and he just doesn't fit the edge of the plate and you got to pull it and stretch it over, and when it finally catches and snaps, you think, oh, yeah.
You need to get a life, I think. If you're getting excited over Glad wrap over a bowl, you've been in ISO too long.
Lockdown's going too long. It's going way too long.
Way too long.
Way
I can
too
tell you.
long.
It's
But
been a bit
I'm an
harsh.
avid Glad wrap user. Are you? Do you like go berserk with Glad wrap?
Yeah, but that's the ethnic in me.
Yeah, I wrap everything. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. My mother used to wrap, the cat, me,
But
my brother.
some people used to go for aluminium foil as opposed to the Glad wrap.
But aluminium foil is for food, as in to heat up and everything like that. It was so you could actually
What do you
put
mean?
it in the
You can't
freezer.
put that in the alfoil.
Yeah, alfoil, put it in the freezer, and then you take it straight out of the freezer and put it straight into the oven. Whereas Glad wrap was more of a sealant.
Who uses the oven to heat things up anymore?
I do. Why?
Don't you
What do
microwave
you
it?
use?
Microwave. You just zap it.
You are an absolute heathen when it comes to food sometimes.
What are you talking?
I tell you.
You cook
zapping-
things. You cook things in the oven. You reheat them in the microwave. That's what it's there
you
for.
reheat it slowly but surely.
Well, what do you use? What's a microwave for? What's a microwave for, GI, other than heating up your chocolate puddings?
Popcorn.
Popcorn, yeah.
Yeah, cooking popcorn.
Yeah,
what
but
it's
that's
for.
microwave popcorn.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Microwave popcorn. So, or you start off.
Or why don't you use the old-fashioned popcorn in a pot and just fry it?
Oh, now you're being ridiculous.
Why? I still do that.
Because it's being ridiculous now.
That's not being ridiculous at all. You cook things in the oven, you heat them up in the micro.
No, in the microwave, I start the defrosting process. So I'll get it to a point where it's ready to go, and then I would then either put it on the stove top or put it in the oven. Things that you prepare it properly.
So you are using a microwave to reheat things.
To start it.
Well, to start it.
get it
What
started.
do you half start a micro defrosting something and then put it on? Why?
That's the process of it.
Why?
The process of it starting of defrosting the food.
We just
so
leave
gets
it in the
ready to
microwave and
go.
we're done. Leave it in the microwave, done
No.
twice as quick.
It doesn't taste the same. There's a plastic taste to it afterwards. It doesn't taste right.
Plastic taste? What is only half a plastic taste when you only put it in there for a bit?
No, because then you take it out of the plastical containers that it's in and everything like that, and then you reheat it in a proper pan.
All right. What about pies and pasties, sausage rolls, frozen
In the oven.
ones? What do you do?
In the oven.
Whereas what I do to make
surprise,
it quicker
surprise. Hang on.
is your
Let me think.
theory.
Microwave.
Well, it's your theory. I actually microwave them to thaw them down and cook a little bit. Then I chuck them in the oven or the griller and crisp them up.
Well, why don't you just leave them in the microwave until they're ready to go?
Because they get that little bit soggy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I've just
And
been
that's what,
saying.
into the oven to crisp them up. But you're only half defrosting it.
Yeah,
Go the whole hog.
the rest of it's done in the oven. Are you a tomato sauce person with pies and sausage rolls?
Yeah, of course. You got to have tomato sauce.
Not this household.
No?
No, I've got one family member who uses soy sauce in pies.
Yeah, no. That's
Where did that come from?
soy
Where does that
sauce.
come from?
In pies, soy sauce,
Soy
really?
sauce. A pie and soy sauce.
Is it a
was
meat
dumbfounded.
pie or plant based?
It's a meat pie.
Oh.
It's not even Asian or anything like that. It's not even like a dim sum pie or something.
Yeah,
Like that. It's
a
an
dim
actual
sum
bloody
pie. Oh, a dim sum pie.
You like that one, don't you?
Yeah,
You like that, don't you? Yeah.
I reckon we might be onto
It's
something.
amazing what you can do with cats. But I was amazed at that. And the opposite is dim sims. What do you usually have with dim sims?
Yeah, soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't-
I have
don't
another
tell me-
family member.
Mayonnaise.
What?
Mayonnaise?
That's disgusting. What a
Well, I'm
terrible
just
thing to
guessing
say.
at what they might be using.
No, tomato sauce.
Wrong way.
Do you believe that?
Okay.
It's not the same family member. It's a different family member.
Oh,
Yeah, but they used to have tomato sauce with dim sims.
okay.
It threw me.
I tell you what the kids are really getting into now are those microwave fries. Have you tried them? I think they're bird's eye or something. They come in a little box. You actually in the microwave, bang them up 3 minutes, and they come out crispy chips. fries.
You're just a microwave family, aren't you? You just
No, not really, but these
you're
are
not prepared
actually
to wait.
quite good. These are quite good.
You're not prepared to wait. That's your issue, isn't it?
What's your weirdest snack? What do you like snacking on that, like you would think normal people wouldn't eat?
Well, mine used to always be that like a late night snack for me would be a tuna, pineapple, hot salami, tomato sauce, and mayonnaise sandwich in the toaster.
Sorry, what was that?
What? What?
Oh, what was that? Tuna, pineapple.
Tuna, pineapple, tomato sauce, hot salami, and mayonnaise.
Wow.
In a squisher. You know, there's like a jaffle thing.
Yeah, the sandwich makers.
Yeah. Like the sandwich maker. Yeah, it used to be a late night special of mine. But actually, my brother actually has something similar as well.
What does he have?
Pretty much the
similar.
same. I don't think he has the pineapple. I don't think he's that well. He's
not
a bit
that
of a
daring.
heathen like that. So yeah, he doesn't go as far as having the pineapple. So, but yeah, we used to have that. Used to be one of our late night snacks. Do you think I look like this because I eat normal?
Maybe you could have had just a tuna. I mean, I'll tell you what one of mine was, and I still like it every now and then, and it's a sandwich as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Vegemite,
Yep.
all right, butter, obviously, some
Yep.
cream cheese,
Yep.
and salt and vinegar chips. Bang it together, crunch away.
Vegemite and salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, best.
Vegemite and salt and vinegar chips. Now that's just. Oh no!
And the cream cheese. The cream cheese is
I
a
couldn't
sweetener.
do it.
The cream cheese balances it out.
The cream cheese, yes, I get
Or
that.
twisties. You can substitute the salt and vinegar chips for twisties if you want.
I get that. I just don't get the Vegemite though.
Oh, I love it.
That just I just couldn't think of anything. I used to have a schnitzel cheese and salt and vinegar chips sandwich.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
That used to be one of my lunches that I used to have. I used to swap it over with a mate of mine who was an Aussie bloke, and he used to give me his Vegemite and cheese saladas, and I'd give him my cordeletti cheese and
salami and
chip sandwich and salami sandwiches.
Do you remember we used to go
that bit of a swap?
You used to go to Macca's and used to open up. Did someone?
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, the
No,
cheeseburger.
the fillet of fish.
The fillet of
Still
fish
do
and
it.
chuck in the fries in the fillet of fish. Yeah.
Yeah, still do it.
That's all right.
One better. I used to have a mate of mine who used to do fries in the chocolate sundae.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I thought someone did. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Fries in the chocolate sundae. Actually, it wasn't too bad.
That I'm not so
The
crazy.
saltiness with the chocolate sauce was actually all right.
I can't go for the salted caramel stuff. I don't know about you.
Nah.
It doesn't work.
I didn't mind the McDonald's caramel pie.
Sundays.
Whatever it was.
The caramel sundaes.
No, the pie.
Caramel. They had the
pie.
hot apple pies. The
Yeah,
hot apple.
They had the apple pie, but then they also had a caramel pie.
Ooh,
That
I
wasn't
don't
too
remember
bad.
that. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that was all right. We're pretty much experts on McDonald's at the moment.
Well, you've been over to the States, yeah? So
Yes.
the menu at Macca's is so different to the menu here in Australia, isn't it?
Well, it's actually a restaurant. So when you go over there, you can actually order alcohol.
I remember doing that in Singapore. Yeah.
Yeah, but the big thing that I still remember when we went over there was the colour of the cheese. It just
What do you mean?
does something to me. It's orange.
Oh, the cheese. Oh.
Yeah, it just really.
Because it's processed.
You sort of look at it
It's
and you
really
think,
processed. Yeah.
It's just not right.
Yeah, but the Big Mac sliced cheese is a bit orangey.
No, this is really burnt. This is a burnt orange cheese.
Oh, really?
It's just almost plasticky looking.
Yeah.
We fell in love with Taco Bell over there. The fast
the
food
Mexican
place with the tacos.
Mexican stuff, or
Yeah. But it was truly like McDonald's, but Mexican.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
It was magnificent. That was really nice.
I like Mexican food, but I hate going there because I don't
To Mexico.
no, not to Mexico, just the Mexican food. Because I don't always get the Mexican menu. Like, I know tacos, obviously tacos, but there's enchiladas and there's quesadillas and there's what else is there? There's
heaps. There's the fajitas. There's the
fajitas
Tex-Mex.
and all that. And so when I look at it, I go, well, what's the difference between a fajita and a quesadilla and a taco and this and that? And yeah,
YouTube.
I don't know. Yeah, while you're in the restaurant, let me suss this out. What am I gonna say? So I just go.
Why don't you do that?
I go, I'll have nachos.
Actually, with your nachos, do you have a beef base or a bean base?
What do you mean by base? Do you put beans in there or beef in there? I put both.
What do you mean? No, you choose what you want at the bottom of your nachos when you go to a Mexican restaurant, and they ask you if you want a beef base or a bean base at the bottom, and then you have your nachos on top. Then you have your salsa, your sour cream, and your avocado on top of it.
Yeah.
And then the cheese.
My cat's breath smells of fish. The same. Don't you just... I'll have tacos, thanks. Do you want guacamole? No, yes, I do.
but that's the different styles of the nachos that you can have. You can nacho supreme. You know, like the...
you know what I'm like? As long as they bring around one of those bucket of margaritas, we're right at Mexican restaurant.
Bucket of margaritas. Actually... remember that night we went out and we had the sangria?
Yeah. Yes,
where
I
we
do.
just continually to drink the sangria. Sangria. I think we drank more sangria than what we actually ate.
I think
that was you got me onto that. Before that, I never even knew what sangria was.
Yeah. Sangria is nice. Very nice. In the summer, beautiful.
So what is it? So it's wine, lemonade...
Yeah, fruit in there and alcohol, other spirit or something.
Pineapple juice or something like that, I think it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that was amazing. That and the, what are the other things that they have? The margaritas.
The margarita, the bucket of margaritas that we have, yeah.
Yeah, margaritas. Yeah. I love margaritas.
Yeah.
They really do a great job.
They most certainly do, G. Most certainly do. I know before you were talking about the dogs as well. I know you're speaking about Bella and how she goes to the door and even how Zara where it goes. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if we mentioned this last week, but I think my dog's going to be up for separation anxiety.
Oh, I think everyone's pets are.
I mean, the dogs are in the house more than they're outside.
Yeah.
Like I'll come home and she'll be on the couch sleeping. It's like snoring. I've got to push her off so I can sit down, and she growls at me. And then everyone else is going, "Oh, Dad, don't take her off the couch." Yeah, but I want to sit down. My couch. You don't see me sleeping in her bloody old towels and little soft box thing that we bought her. Get out.
I have the same problem. I have the same problem at home, but it's with my wife. Sort of like, we're sort of living together and everything like that. I have to push her off the couch because she sort of takes over, then push her over the side on her side of the bed, and it's just not the same. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's just, it's getting hard.
Have you gone past the bed bingo stage with the kids? With the kids, what? Like I remember, like when they're a little bit smaller, like one of them would be restless in the night, couldn't sleep, come into your bed. Yeah,
never.
So, this is bed bingo. This is what I call. Used to happen with us. So someone would be restless. They'd get up. Dad can't sleep. They'd come in, or they wouldn't say Dad because I'd pretend to be asleep, and they go, Mum can't sleep. So they'd get in bed. Now. They'd toss and turn. I'd crack the shits. I'd go sleep into their bed. Now, one of the other ones would get up and then go into that bed and take their place, or take my place where I was in my bed. The one that got up earlier would want to go back to their bed, so they jump in bed with me. Now, again, there's less room in a single bed for 2 people than there are in a queen size for 3. So I get up to go back to my bed. There's already somebody there. So I have to walk around the house finding another bed, a spare bed somewhere, so I can sleep. Get to that bed, and then this other one wants to come back, and then it's like, 2 hours sleep over a 12-hour period.
You guys are a definite case to have psychiatry. Seriously, you would be an absolute dream for a psychiatrist.
You haven't done that?
Never.
Your cat and your dog haven't kicked you out of your bed. Are you telling me that?
Never. Psychiatrists say that people that let their kids sleep in their bed have problems in their life. I see it now. I see it now. I see where your problems all stem from. I can see this now.
No.
And I sympathise with your wife at this point in time.
My wife, I'm the one that gets up and moves around. No one else does. I'm like a zombie just walking around the house. Oh, bed. Mind you, they're 20 years old. The kids are 20. No.
Anyway. And then
have you been look with the shows again? Sorry, I like grilling you with questions, don't I?
You do.
Have you been watching all sorts of crap on TV or Netflix or whatever, on Pornhub or whatever else you're watching? You just find yourself watching anything now, and lots of repeats of stuff.
Repeats, yes, definitely. I've been watching heaps of repeats.
Yeah.
But I'm a repeat kind of a person. My family's always said to me that I'm the only person that they know that actually would watch a movie 3 or 4 times in a row.
Yeah, I do that. Like,
yeah, but continuously though. Any movie even if it comes on again like in 2 nights' time, I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Yeah. And luckily,
I like it.
Luckily, the kids have gone the same way with a couple of movies, and they're good because we have a laugh when we watch them. Ocean's 11, 12, 13, that's one of them. Right?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, they're classics.
They'll play them back to back sometimes. We'll all sit there and watch it and do the lines, and everyone's laughing and pick something else up and that. Look, because when I said to them, when Blues Brothers comes on, because I've generally watched that 150, 200 times.
Who hasn't?
And you quote the lines and they go, now they're doing it.
Yeah, of course. But that's because, again, that's just what they call psychological problems that you have, that you force your children to do that sort of thing. No. Yeah, it's like a North Korean state in
dictator.
Your household.
No, what are you talking about? I don't make them do it. They just do it.
It's your way or the highway. I've always said that. You run that household like a dictatorship. You and Dan, actually. Isn't it you and Dan should get together? Isn't that what they say? Dan is a dictator? Isn't that what they say? Huh? I reckon that's what your problem is. You need to get out of North Korea.
G.I. Mate, I think we're almost done. Eh?
That's a big night, I think.
What's that?
We've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes.
I have no idea, but I think it's time to almost go. I think I was about to wrap that up.
Yeah. Well, it's 8 o'clock.
As always, Gio, it's such a pleasure just chatting to you.
Well,
and
it's always nice to have a bit of it.
I wish you were here with me, cracking open one of these, a little chess set, or maybe some Black Douglas. Some Black Douglas.
Oh, that. Yeah, no, definitely have to have a nice little drink, I think, tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
To finish off the evening.
So, once again, thank you to everyone for all their brilliant messages they sent during the week, especially after the last podcast. Don't forget.
Oh, it was wonderful. What a return.
Get your gripe ready. Jump on Facebook or on Instagram or even on the YouTube channel. Jump on there.
Yeah.
Tell us a gripe that you have so we can have a chat about it next week. And we will
let
do
us
that.
know what grinds your wheels.
If you want to remain anonymous, tough shit. It's not going to happen. So
it's not going to happen. Well. It's not going to happen. No.
As always,
put something on that Facebook, you're going to be shamed.
Yeah. the Haberdashery Boys, Instagram Haberdashery Boys, and of course, check out our Facebook page. You can watch this video when it pops on live, of course, and then replay it again. If you've got nothing else to do, if you want to watch crap, instead of watching crap on the TV again like we're talking about.
Yeah. Watch this crap.
Yeah, watch this crap. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
If you're going to watch crap, just might as well watch crap that people that you know, I say.
GI, grazie.
Funky.
Thank you very much.
One of these days we might even be together in the same room.
I reckon so. I think we've got the background happening and it's ready to go. I'm just hanging to have you here. We might have a drink while we're here, actually, and crack one open, I think. Until then, GI.
Good night.
I bid you farewell.
May the Lord be with you.